Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Soulstorm casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today I've got a 3 versus 3 on Alvarez. Playing on the southern side as the Space Marines, we've got Dacia, we've got Vincent as the Chaos Space Marines, and we've got Everett playing as the Space Marines. And on the northern side, playing as the Necrons, we've got the Great Squirrel, we've got Select playing as the Orks, and we've got N. Gok Long playing as the Space Marines. They're going to be a bit complicated. We've got Yellow Space Marines over here, I've got Yellow Space Marines over here, but I'm sure we won't get too confused, he says with no degree of certainty. Yep, as always on Alvarez, quite a small map. Very limited amounts of space for the Orks to actually expand. We've only got 3 points for them. They kind of want 4, really, but we've got critical locations in the middle, so maybe they can capture both of these and do something with that. Is that the... No, we've got Spanish Orks here. Ah, goodness. Their name is Cuban Pete, the king of the rumba beat. When they shit the maracas, they go chick chicky bum, chick chicky bum. That's, I mean, I know that Spain and Cuba are completely different countries, but I don't really know any Spanish references, apart from paellas. That's all I know. Oh, we've got some very cheeky scouts coming in, doing some decapping. That's not probably what Vincent was expecting. We'll be firing his Chaos Space Marines, well, not firing them at them, but we'll be firing with them at them. And these scouts won't survive, but they do get that decap in there. Well, quite an expensive decap, to be fair. That's okay. He's already caught all his bits and bobs. Got a relic on either side as well. Whether the... Probably the Space Marines, probably the Necrons will go for their relic. Orks probably won't benefit much from getting that apart from the extra blue money. So I imagine for this, yeah, Space Marines and maybe double Space Marines. I don't know. I reckon probably Chaos with the Khorne Greater Demon would probably benefit from it a little bit more. 2 Land Raiders, maybe 2 too many. Heavy Bolter turret being placed up. Expecting a little bit of a early aggression, but in this... well, well, you've got a Necron play on the other side. I wouldn't really expect much in the way of harassment at the early stage of the game because they're going to be a little bit behind in the expansion kind of things. But Force Commander, I imagine if we see a double Force Commander and a Chaos Lord out, those 3 heroes quite lethal. The Big Mech and the Necron Lord won't be able to go toe-to-toe with them, unless, of course, the Big Mech stays behind and just uses his pistol. Got a little bit of engagement. Force Commander slapping around these Orks. Big Mech moving forward with a Force Commander ally. And poor old Vincent is getting the brunt of the damage here. But thankfully the Orks are going to turn around and focus on these dudes. Squad wipe on those scouts. Another squad wipe on these scouts down here as well. Orks taking no prisoners. Killing anything and everything as they go about. Chaos Space Marines not sure where they're going at the moment. Oh, we've got some... I mean, good lord, these scouts are getting everywhere, aren't they? They're just sending them in on not coming back home alive missions. They've got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide now. Up against the scouts and the Chaos Space Marines. Don't know if this is a bit overkill. They've got him. They're about to get him. There we go. They've got him now. And the Force Commander just not having any chill, really. These heretics being shot down left and right. Going to try and escape as best he can, but sadly the lack of micro. Also got a Necron Lord over here. Good lord, chaps and chapettes. Someone save Vincent. He's being ganged up on. There we go, we've got some Imperial Fists coming over and spanking these Orks. Also shooting bits firing at the Force Commander. Necron Lord getting some stabbers in there. Fairly decent actually at slapping down a couple of plasma generators. We'll need to see someone sort him out. Got an advanced Ghost turret placed next to the critical locations. The Force Commander finally being sent back. Oh no, he's not being sent back home, he's just engaged. Ah, you see, now there we go, now I'm being confused. Who's on whose side? That is Southern Force Commander. Although he seems to be frozen in place there for a second. We'll try and run away, got a bit of a slur going on this dude. Can they bring him down there? Focus firing as best they can. Got Chaplain rocking around. Not quite able to get that Force Commander. Chaplain there. Looks like he was about to chase after him. In fact, it looks like he's going to carry on. He's definitely in it to win it. No, he sees sense. He's not nearly as tanky as a Force Commander. More of a support hero. Or commander even. Got plasma pistols on the Southern Force Commander. And no big shooters on these shooter boys as of yet. Oh, just a cheeky teleport. Where's the Big Mech gone there? Did you die? Hold on, hold on. Yeah, you died. Oh, so you died just before you teleported. Okay. Very unfortunate. So he had no big mech in support there. Necrolord chasing around his chaplain. And the Grey Knights looking like as if they smited themselves here. Oh dear, that's not what you want. Necrolord teleports away. And the Southern team finally getting a moment of reprieve here as the smite continues to rustle people's jimmies. Yeah, Vincent doing a fairly decent job at staying alive there. Now going in for his tier 2. Doesn't seem... Oh, yeah, he's got the cultists and his chaos lads over here. Now it's time probably to start decapping this stuff. Dacier's got this critical location on the south side. Northern sides for the Spanish Orks. But can't quite get it due to this Gauss turret. What's the plan? Is it just go down south and start bashing this place a little bit more vulnerable than the Northern team? Considering that there's an opening here and here so they can support each other. But down here the Space Marines are on their own. So it looks like a concerted effort from both. Well, from actually, it's a 3 versus 1 at this point. There we go. This is what you get for sending all your scouts into death. You've got no more lads left. Throw down everything that they've got. Focusing on that chaplain, but a good smite. Smack bang in the middle of these Space Marines. And a John Cena beam coming down as well. Wombo combo ability slowing these guys down. And look at the amount of damage that does. Force Commander almost dead there. Sure, boys. Forcing these guys to stand firm. Can retreat through that fire. Also double Necron warriors. Sluggers decapping that critical location. Very nice use of that smite there. Now these guys are going to have to retreat through a hail of Gauss fire and shooter boy nonsense. Necron warriors got their disruption fields. Smite, smack bang on top of those Necron warriors, but even though they're quite slow, they get out of their lickety split. Got 3 heroes now for Mr. Long here. Librarian, Chaplain and Force Commander. Quite a powerful trio of boys. Big smack for... Oh dear, look at that. One big boom from that Librarian. Only a small handful of Space Marines. Oh, it's not doing all that much. What do you... Are you just... Oh, you're taking up into tier 3 right quick. Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. That's why I'm not seeing much from the Orks at the moment. As I said earlier on, we've got some Khorne Berserkers. That's an odd choice. I suppose you're not going to be affected by John Cena beam if you've got chain axes. That's fair enough. Also Chaos Sorcerer in there as well. Get some binding chains, allowing the Khorne Berserkers to get in. Smack people around. And we're going to really make sure that you get your Berserkers in ASAP, because that stun doesn't last for very long. There are a lot of these boys, and they are quite nimble. So that is something. They're going to try and go for the Southern Space Marine player again. Not sure if they're going to make much difference, though. They've now also got an Apothecary in as well, so take a good amount of DPS. That's a lot of missile launchers. I would assume plasma guns would be the way forward here. That's what I would assume, eh? Sure, boys. Unable to escape here. Khorne Berserkers charging on in. But the old melee counter of just running away. Big boom in these guys. Stunning them where they stand. But all the AoE damage from all those hero abilities. Khorne Berserkers killed no dramas whatsoever. And is this just a double smite? Are we smite on smite action? Not entirely sure. Got a destroyer in. That's where the missile launchers will come in handy there. Not sure if the destroyer is going to get much purchase in this engagement. Over to the Chaplain. See if he can bonk that Necron Lord. There we go. That's what the slow does. Well, that's how the slow happens even. The double Chaplains. Smite going in the middle of the Grey Knights. Getting a taste of their own medicine here. Actually standing in the middle of it as well. Seeing if they can tank it. And also some Chaos Bolts in there as well. That's a lot of magic. Several Grey Knights being brought down to low health. Here comes the big mech with some flash gates. Engaging that Chaos Sorcerer in close combat. Probably not where the flash gates want to be, but that big mech giving them some damage in there. One shot from a Necron Warrior as well, finishing them off. Destroyer just screening these guys off, keeping them back. While the flash gets into position. And it's a real hodgepodge here. No clean engagement so far. A double flash gets, which will be really, really difficult for the Southern team to take care of. But they do now have the Obliterators and the Possessed. Possessed very, very fast. Should be able to catch some of these guys up with. And if they can manage to get those Grey Knights in there as well, could put those flash gets offline. But they are surrounded by a lot of stuff as well. If they keep these flash gets behind a front line of Necron warriors, keep those Grey Knights close, this could be quite the death ball if they all work together in tandem. Now, Obliterators versus flash gets. I'm not entirely sure who's got the largest amount of DPS here. I imagine flash gets are just generally better against heavy infantry, but the Obliterators have got that flexibility. Necron warriors moving forward, keeping those guys at bay. We do have some Terminators. And a big orbital bombardment. Very nice. Smacking around those flash gets. And there are no mad docs on these guys neither. So they won't be able to just ignore death for a little while. Nor will their health regeneration be all that impressive. Big Librarian explosions from both sides, but not really getting much in the way of death there. But he's keeping all his lads alive. An orbital bombardment in retaliation. Explosions everywhere. Grey Knight's been thrown into the mountains as they come. Very nice ability from Librarian though, keeping those guys up and ready. Should really start reinforcing them a little bit, just so that they don't have a squad wipe here. Obliterators teleporting in, following those Possessed Marines. Although now that they're teleported in, it's a big commitment here. They won't be able to get out for quite some time. There are flash gates up their rear. Engaged in close combat as well. By the Grey Knights. Yeah, I don't think that this was... Oh, they can teleport out. Okay, I thought they only had one piece of jumping juice at any one given time. Possessed Marines, though, they don't have any leaving the area ability. They do have a lot of fire. Got some pariahs from Great Squirrel, which I must say is quite a fantastic name. Been blown about, but not been knocked around by those missile launchers. Smite keeping these guys at bay. The Northern Space Marine Terminator squad. There's only, as far as I can tell, there's only one squad of flash gets at the moment. Whether you're remaking them. You've gone for another flag. Oh, it's an American flag. Okay. America and Spain, natural allies, I think. That's really odd. I know nothing about Spain. It annoys me. I can't make any offensive jokes. I'm going to have to do some research later on and up my Spanish history so I can make better comments. Well, the Necrons are just proper going for it. Briar's slapping around a couple of Terminators. And if they can get some decent plasma strikes, also been supported by... Oh no, you're not being spotted. They are Southern Grey Knights. So yeah, the Briars are a little bit knackered over here. And it's got a Predator for the Space Marines over here. So actually we've got tier 3 here, and tier 3 for these guys. Same with these guys, same with these guys. And yep, so everyone's in late stages of the game. Quite impressive considering there's been a lot of engagements going on there. A lot of people having to reinforce their models and units. Not very large armies either side, to be fair. Do see Dacier struggling a little bit. Got a lot of negativity in his side. Obliterators going toe-to-toe with the flash gits. Now they've got the Mad Dock in, so doing a little bit better. But double Predators should certainly help them. Not only just by the sheer amount of tankiness that these guys provide, but also the overall DPS that they can bring to bear. But not back from the main cannon. Damage from the heavy bolters on either side. Mr. Long's Terminators thinking, hang on, you're meant to be on our side. You're the same colour as us. That's not how it works. Should not been summoned in. Interesting choice. You normally see a Hellfire Dreadnought. Generally, these kinds of Dreadnoughts, you don't really see them considering that they're quite slow, so it's hard for them to get to close combat with things. Only really go for unless you've got spare money. You've got no idea really what to go for. Terminators, what are you doing? Oh, your bloody prize are still knocking around here. Machine cut's gone down. Orbital relay's gone down. Mr. Dacier, not having the best of times. Will only see his allies come forth and provide him some support. Dreadnought going toe-to-toe with the Force Commander. Hitting him in the back of the head, giving him the old donkey punch. God, that's a reference. One of those B horror films from a... Was it a horror film? Can't quite remember. The film that came out a long time ago. Heavy Destroyer, that'll do some damage to the Predators. Double flash gets again. The Southern team really feeling the pressure here. They've got the units. It's just whether they're able to pool their resources together and fend these guys off. There's a restore monolith. It's not looking good for the Southern team, I'll be honest. It's not the end of the world. They've got the obliterators. And if they upgrade these Predators to have some twin lascars... Oh, you need some heavy armor deployment for that. Okay. Maybe not then. But still, it's not impossible. It isn't impossible at all. But the Necron Lord being chained down. Oh, that's quite nice, actually. Can they get him down there? Yeah, major win for him if they can't. No, never mind. High risk, high reward there. If they got him down, that would have been amazing. There's some Lord Destroyers on the way. Potential to steal the Predators. Yeah, I don't like these Dreadnoughts. Not too keen on this in the unit composition. Hellfire Dreadnoughts would have been infinitely better. Land Raider being chased around by the Possessed Squad. Also, a Red Dreadnought coming in. Whirlwind for long-range artillery support. Some horrors for anti-vehicle stuff. Spirit of the Machine coming online there. Will make that Land Raider extra tanky. Monolith zooming straight forward. Oh, Demon Prince. Now, how is he going to play this? He's lost all his forces, to be honest. Well, when I say lost all his forces, lost his Possessed Marines. Still got his obliterators, but not very many left. Only a few horrors. Also got Terminator on Terminator action down here. Yeah, it seems like as if the Northern team is being able to keep all the units nice, snug and tight, supporting each other. Southern team had the correct unit composition, but hasn't really been able to work together as much as the Northern team. Throughout, we've all seen people been talking to each other, letting each other know what they're up to. Communication, boys and girls. The power of friendship, that is the real game changer in these kinds of 3v3s. And now we've got the Yellow Space Marines moving down the red side. Orks moving down the centre. I haven't seen that many tank busters, but we haven't really needed to. This flash gets really been a linchpin in the centre here. And, oh, Space Marines over here. You gave up first. Why? Could have at least had like a mighty last stand, maybe one throw in to see if you could assist your... Well, not brothers, these are heresy brothers. Regular brothers, then your heresy brothers, maybe. Not much else, really, that these guys can do. Grey Knights coming out of that orbital relay. But just the amount of firepower. It's just pure Terminators going on here at the moment. An elite fighting force. And the Blood Angels go down. And Chaos have only got their obliterators. Strange that we didn't see many vehicles, actually. I think vehicles also would have really helped the Southern team as well. A couple of Defilers just for that artillery. I mean, for a lot of the time, in fact, actually, yeah, the Orks have only gone infantry. So a couple of Defilers, just, if anything, for the knockback from their artillery pieces, would have been quite useful. Maybe a Whirlwind or two from either of these teams. But then again, we could play a Theorycraft all we want to, but that was quite a good use of teamwork all the way through that game. But not saying that the Southern team didn't have any chance. I mean, they did hold the centre quite some time. A couple of good attempts at taking on the Space Marine player down here. But, I mean, that Grey Knight and that Librarian able to kill a whole bunch of stuff down here quite quickly, and then that triple hero composition there, able to save him on those engagements. So, very nice stuff, all the same. So, thank you for... I do believe it was actually Mr. Longley sent this game in over on the Discord. If you do want to check out the Discord, the links are in the description below. Discord things happen over there. And there's also Patreon, where Patreon games happen. You can have one extra game a week for £1 a month. It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy, baby. Anyway, man's been Best Land Shark. Which was always never short. I'll see you in a bit. Peace.